we've seen many of the pairs we've spoken about moving in our direction. Okay. And if you can attest to it, just type something like, yes, I can attest to it. Something like many of the analyses have been going just as speculated. Many of the analysis has been going just as predicted. I would want us to just type that. Sorry, I'm asking us to do so much. I just want us to do that so that many people in the group can actually know that this is what it, and it is really, really what's benefiting. So I would want us, those that have always been around, and you can see that many of what we have, okay, many of what we have here has always been on point. So I just want us to, I just want to drop a comment down there that, oh, my video is paused. What's wrong with that? Okay. Without further ado, while I wait us to do that, I think I'll just head straight directly to my chart now. So let me head straight to my chart. Okay, so welcome again, and I welcome you again. I welcome you here again. So I'm going to talk about let's talk about AUD/USD. AUD/USD, yes. I'm just brushing some of the things we've learned and seen before, and just trying to remind ourselves what we have actually speculated, how it's going presently. And if you have been with us, and thank God that many of our videos have been they are put up on YouTube. So you can see many of our videos. We have a track record of this analysis. We are not just coming here to just come and do a kind of a magic, or a kind of, it's been tracked, it's been recorded, and we post them every week in case you miss it. And in case, even if you don't miss it, even if you still feel like you need to check in again, you can go back to the YouTube site and again refresh your mind, refresh everything that has to be refreshed of what you have seen and what you have learned. Okay, I can see that the number keep increasing of people joining us. You all are all welcome. You all are the real champs. You are the real VIPs. You all are welcome. I'll be giving a shout out to us again, but now that I would want to really, really talk about the charts and how we can again benefit from it. So you would not, argue with me that so far so good. This space had been benefiting. So yes, you were here when we analyze AUD/USD, that it was on a selling trend. It was on a downtrend rather. It has been selling, and that we are having a minor range, just like we had the major one. We had a major one here. This was like a bigger brother to this younger brother here. Okay, so let's go to the daily, and you will see, I told us how it was ranging. Now we were seeing almost like a look-alike of what was happening, to down, to the top, to the down. If you even look at this place from year to year, you will see something almost the same. So we're just saying almost the same, it was looking like, and I just wanted us to be very, very careful, careful with AUD/USD. But the only thing I was going to give us a signal to sell. I told us on the weekly, and let me draw that counter trend line. This is not what I want to talk about today. I'm just quickly brushing this. We drew this counter trend line. I said we wanted to see a clear break on the counter trend line to the downside. And yes, this is on the weekly, it's forming presently. And if you're looking at the daily, to this candle, if it closes as it is, that will be the second candle, closing under the counter trend line. So that's that from AUD/USD. You were all here when we all spoke about it, that it is in a downtrend, and it's selling and still selling so nicely. Let's talk about NZD/USD. Yes, we also spoke about this the last time. Yes, we spoke about this the last time, and we drew this counter trend line here, this minor one. Of course, like I said, we are seeing almost the same thing on AUD/USD and NZD/USD. We are seeing a kind of correlation of movement. So yes, we saw it sold up here, although consolidated for a major period of time. And I said for every impulse movement, there is always a need for consolidation or a need for retracement. So in some cases, we have it as consolidation, as you're having it here. And in some cases, we have it as retracement, which we need to retrace to the upside or downside, or whichever is the case. Sorry about that. So yeah, we drew a counter trend line here. We drew a counter trend line here, and so if it breaks to the downside, so if today candles closes at this, it means I just confirmed it to what to keep selling. Yes, I know some people actually took it from this top, and I also spoke about that the last time. So I said that was even the first what's it called, the first entry strategy, or the first entry that I gave on this, that if you see it come here and it gives a a push to the upside and reject it and close inside this range back, that you can sell it. So yes, it has been a good ride from here to the world to the downside. And of course, it has broken this counter trend line. So expect a retest to the upside. Okay, expect a retest to the upside and continue selling. And yes, of course, when I say expect a retest is only confirmed until it is engulfed. So don't just take it from the what retest, see it engulf to the what to the downside, either on the 4 hours. And if you can't wait for the 4 hours, see a solid M pattern created around this area on the 15 minutes. The M pattern should be created, and it should also retest the M pattern in 15 minutes. When you see such, you can also take it from this place. You can take it to the downside. And I told us where the overall TP is. I said it is at the next what? It's at the next zone, which is somewhere around this place. It might take a time, but yes, we've seen that many of these pairs we've called out took their time, and they've been able to move to that place we speculated. Some like gold. Gold is a major example of that. Gold is a major example of that. And again we see it happen. So it could take time, but yes, we are convinced that if we get our price action, if we get our technical analysis correctly, therefore other things are just minor issues. So yes, this is it for NZD/USD. I'm just trying to talk about some of the currency pairs we spoke about the last time before I finally go to what I have for us today. Okay, so this is for NZD/USD, and I think you understand. So the first entry should be somewhere around there. You see it retest and then go to the downside. And if it does not come for a retest back to this place, okay, you can have your what? You can have your. Let me give us this. Okay, so this is a minor one. This is a minor. This is the last minor support to be broken. So if you are not seeing something like a retest here, if you see two candles below this zone, that is this minor zone here, this major minor zone here. I'm talking about this zone now. That's from this top to this base. If you see two red candle close below this major minor zone here, then you can get in. Okay. But also another way is if you see a 4 hour candle close below this is the last minor support zone. Okay. If you see a candle close below it, maybe a 15-minute candle, maybe 2 15-minute candle, or a major 4 hour candle close, I see something like a sharp retest, please get in. Okay. I'm not going to say 100% I'm going to come back to do a retest here. Okay, so that's that for NZD/USD. Okay, let me delete this so that my chart is not clumsy. Okay. Okay, so on to the next one. Which I'll be talking about US30. Okay, I think I have to speak about US30 today because that's been bringing so much of confusion here and there. So today US30 is buying, tomorrow US30 is selling. Today US30 is buying, tomorrow US30 is selling. Yes, we have to readjust just to lead to where our support zone, the resistance zone rather, was on US30. Of course, in this case, it is a support zone because where it is presently is still trending, and the price is still around this support zone. So I would say this clearly here, that do not take anything on US30 before you see this zone, before you see the price move clear past the zone. Okay, so where the market is presently, where it is presently, there are tendency that so many manipulation could happen. Okay, there's so much tendency that so many manipulations could happen. So take your time, because let me show us this, that on the overall time frame, okay, on the bigger time frame, the overall time frame, US30 is still on a bull runs. It's still on a wow. Yes, that is actually in resemblance to the company that is sponsoring this, as Bulls Rose Funding. So it's actually bullying, and it's just on the bull run. It's still buying, and like I told us, the market move from zone to zone, And yeah, so we are quite convinced that we've seen USDT move from this base and move from the next zone to the next zone. And yes, we expect, this is a weekly candle forming. The only reason why we feel like it's a sell back into this next zone, into this support zone, really be when we see the market or the price, whichever is the case in this context, move, clear past this support zone. We need to see it move clear past it. We need to see it move clear past it. Okay. So either it is closing down here or what, or it comes back into this place, forming a long week or whatsoever. Okay, but as it is, I'm still quite convinced that it should buy. But as it is, it's in a very, very delicate situation. Yes, the situation of US debt is very, very delicate. So you have to be quite careful with it. And you know how fast or how volatile US debt could even be. So you don't want to be on the side that you don't want to be on the falling knife side. You can imagine that you want to take or you want to grab a falling knife one way or the other, it's going to hurt you. Okay, so this is the daily, just the daily time frame, and you will see how it has rallied to the upside and came back into this the guiding trend line and broke it to the downside. But still, I'm not going to say it has closed below this zone. I still take it as it is still trending. It is still, the market is still, it's still doing a friend zone with this support zone. It is still around. So we need to see a clear movement past this zone. Either it's closing back into the upside or close to the downside. So whatever it does, then we can be quite sure. But for me, so far so good. I'm still going to be saying that US30, the overall bias is that US30 is towards the buy. And but if it closes this, then we expect that it's coming back into this next zone to take maybe just a steeper movement to the upside. But as it is, you would see that it is still sitting around this base, and you see that was the base where we actually have major, because this base was many major movement happening here. Imagine the numbers of reactions on this zone. Imagine the numbers of reactions. Imagine how we struggled. Imagine how US30 struggled for a number of period of time before it was able to break it finally around this place. And even when it broke it finally, it still needed to come back for a retest 2 times before the impulse movement happened. So you can understand. So yes, I'm expecting that yes, it's just probably coming to just pay homage and trying to manipulate and trick people around it. You know how US30 could be in the twinkle of an eye. You could just see its movements so volatile and so fast. You could just see the movement so fast and so volatile. So that's that on US30. I expect that it comes to close up. I'm just speculating, but this is what I feel on US30. My bias on the overall buy, I'm not going to say it is 100%. I'm going to say it's something like 70%, 70 plus. And of course, any child who has more than 75% in an examination at least will be doing quite well. So the only reason that will give us a quite interest in sell, if as it closes under this place, then we might be looking like, okay, what's this guide? Is it coming back to take in today? And there might be other things we also have to look out for. But that's that for US30. Let me go to US oil. Okay, so US oil, like I said, one of the reasons why I'm always happy now, not, of course, I was always happy before, but one of the reasons why I'm quite happier now is because I got to know that our videos have been posted on on the official website of Bull Roads Funding. So I was happy because when you do things and you can have a place to track them, it gives you joy. So by that, number one, you are coming here to feed people with the best thing. You are coming here to feed, because you are not feeling like, yes, I just spoke about it, nobody's tracking it, when you feel like you do things and nobody's coming nobody's coming to vet what you're saying. I mean, like, I just said, let's just know. But it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be so educating even for you guys, and it's going to be much more informative to see that whatever we are doing here, you can even be able to go back and check. Okay, this guy said so thing. Is it really fair? How is it doing? And with that, you would even see that most times when you want to have an investor that wants to invest with you, what they care about is how well is your past performance. So they want to check, they call it KPI, keywords this price indicator. They want to check how well you've been faring, how well you have been doing before you know you have been handed an account. And also, it's even the same thing. Many of these pro firms are doing. They want to check how well you do. They want to check how well. I think I was on the Twitter space one day, and I saw some people that says if you have a good track record for the past 6 months, that your equity curve is quite good, and just submit it. And you would just see that one way or the other. What I'm just trying to drive at here is that one way or the other, everybody's interested in your past performance. Everybody is interested in how well you have been faring. So I'm happy with this, because one way or the other, everyone can track the record of this live analysis. The live analysis will be clocking. Okay, it's just a month and a week old. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it's a month and a week old. And you can imagine that this goes for as long as a year. Okay, you can imagine, and you can be able to track that. Oh, Bull's funding has been able to give us an opportunity that, yes, we see that this analysis come again true time over time, and that would so beautiful. That would be so beautiful, educating, informating, and so what? So just beautiful. So as it is, we spoke about US oil a numbers of weeks ago, or if it's not even last 2 weeks or so. And yes, we spoke about that US oil is also okay. Let's go to the bigger time frame. That US oil has actually been buying, yes, from this support, and yes, we are sure correct to see that it has broken the to the upside, and we expect it to just come back into the base. It is just that simple. A breakout of the of the zone and a retest. It is just that simple. A breakout of the zone and a retest. A breakout of the zone and a retest. So yes, when it broke out here, we just expect that it comes back to just to a retest here. And I gave us reason. I'm going to show us here again live and direct today. Okay, so look at it. It consolidated for a numbers of weeks, around this place. This is a daily candle. Now, I'm going to be counting this daily candle from here where it is to here around here. You see that it's not okay. Look at it. This is from November. You can imagine from last year, November 2022 till August 2023. So it's just like maybe 3 months away from clocking a year that US oil was between a consolidation from the 83 to the 65 area. So you can imagine now, and it has been able to break it to the upside. Now on breaking it to the upside, what do we expect? Now we are anticipating, we are speculating and expecting that it just comes to give, it just comes to give a touch and comes around into this into the zone, okay? Comes around into the zone, okay? Because why we are speculating, because we know that the third touch of every trend line is the most impressive impulse movement. Like when the market goes and it comes to give you a third touch, please don't joke with that third touch. That third touch is always the longest, is always the most impulsive movement out of all movement of the 1, the 2, and the 3. So yes, we expect a third. So there is every reason why we should anticipate. There's every reason why we should be earnestly desire that it comes into this place and give us a third touch. So we are just trying to take a the advantage of how we can actually maximize this just to the downside a little before it comes into here. So one of the other reasons why we're also speculating is because, like I said, for every impulsive movement, there is a need for consolidation or retracement. So yes, we've seen it move from here, from this base here to the top here. That is what is called the recent swing low to the recent swing high. So we've seen the movement, and we expect that it consolidates. And as we are seeing, it's not actually consolidating. It has actually created a double top. This is a double top, okay, top 1 and top 2. You've seen it created a double top. And of course, you know that the double top means that on confirmation of a double top, it is to sell. Okay, so please pay attention to US oil. The major thing I wanted to show us today is US oil. I'm telling you, if you can pay attention on US oil for the rest of even for the next 6 months, you are sorted on US oil. I'm telling you, if you get it clear today, you are sorted on US oil. And this is just so quite beautiful if you are able to get it. So now I've been able to tell us that it has been able to move past the zone. So what we are expecting is a break to the upside and come back to give a retest. So now look at it. The reason why I'm also the number 2 reason is also the Fibonacci. Look at the Fibonacci from the swing low to the swing high. Okay, from the swing low to the swing high. Please hold on. I have to delete this. But then Trying to. Oh, sorry, please. Okay. I'm trying to delete this blue, on the, okay, don't worry, I'm going to take care of that later. So what I just want us to have business with is what this, the 50 Fibonacci area and the 61. Okay, so where it is presently, we've seen US oil come to form a double. So we expect that it comes into this 50 to the 60. I'm not going to draw it out because when I draw it, it would be too much of draw out patterns on this, and it might just be messing up this chart. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it. You can do this, you can go, like I said, this video is always posted on our YouTube channel. So you can go back to the YouTube channel, watch it out, and just look at it hand to hand. You compare it with your own chart and just draw this out. So you can just draw out your 50 to the 61 Fibonacci area. So I expect it to come back into that Fibonacci area, and I also expect it to give a third touch. I expect it to give a third touch on the trend line. So that's that for that. So as it is, you can see that the double top has been broken. And look at the 4 hours. It looks like it has been broken, it has been retested, and now you can see all I expect is that it comes into this place. So that's that for US oil. I hope you have been able to get, and don't forget, this is just like we are just quickly taking advantage. This is not even the main food we want to hit. The main food we are anticipating for is we want to see it come into this place. We don't want to be manipulated. We want to see it come into this place, touch it, give a proper engulfing candle and engulf to the upside. And yes, we are taking it to where? We are taking it to the next place here. We are taking it to the next resistance, which is somewhere around 110. That's 110. So we are expecting a lot of pips to catch, and we are expecting a lot of. So that's that on what US oil. I hope you were able to get it. So of course you see the double top being formed. And again, okay, let me show. I just saw something beautiful again now. And don't forget that the ideology for how to trade double top is that the numbers of people that was covered in the creation of the double top will be almost like the numbers of people that will be moved from the neckline. So you can see that everything is still pointing to that it's still pointing to this support zone. Oh, I don't know if somebody's getting this beautiful analogy. Please, if you are with me, just let me know. It's still pointing back. It's still pointing back into that support. So there is every reason to anticipate its movement back into that support zone. So that's that for that on US oil. That's that for that on US oil. So today I'm going to be doing something like I did last week. If there's any pair you want me to talk about on Thursday is our next day. If there's any pair you want me to talk about on Thursday, please, I'm going to be taking the first 3 comment most likely. Just type them out. If there's any pair you want me to talk about on Thursday, I'm going to be talking about. I promise you that I'm going to be talking about them. If you are here, you can hear my voice clearly and you can see my screen. And if there's any pair you wish that I would talk about and you can be able to take 1 or 2 things away from it, just type it down. I will be in the comment box to see whatever it is that you are typing. Okay. Thank you. I anticipate to have you type it down and we walk around it on Thursday. So that's that for US oil, and that's that on US30. Anticipate for this and make sure that you even maximize them, as much as possible. Okay, so, and of course, yes, I think let me quickly speak on gold. Okay, gold, and whenever I come to chat thing, one of the things that I saw someone typing now, don't hesitate, just type it out. Okay, so whenever I come to chat now, one of the things that makes me happy is that I can smile and laugh because I know that we have a track record. I'm quite happy that we call that good. I'll keep saying it from here, touch here, and we call that good. And yes, the last analysis we had, we spoke about gold. I think it was around this place, and that the overall target of gold is somewhere within this work. So, but yes, we anticipated that gold was going to give us a retest back into this, and of course, gold is not doing that presently. Okay, yes, but as it is, don't forget, I've said this, and when you know that you'll not be it's better for you not to be able to catch into the trend than actually trading trading against the direction of the market. So you would imagine that yes, it's a sell, but probably you are not getting a good entry, and you're just trying to, but it's a sell, rather than you don't even know. And when the market is selling, you are trying to buy. So that place you should have actually preserved your capital, but you see yourself when you are trying hard because you just want to get something, and you see that you are losing your capital. So of course, and I know everyone here are wise people. No one wants to lose his or her capital. The best thing you would even want to do when you are not seeing a good setup is to preserve your capital. So yes, gold is what is on an overall sell and it's still selling. But as it is, there is something I've noticed, and again, maybe let me just say it here. There's not something I've noticed, and this is going to most likely, this is a lesson I want us to take, maybe the last one for today. So sorry, please. There's nothing I've always noticed. Okay. So notice the monthly candle, the former monthly candle, this was September, that closed. So I feel like before even this monthly candle goes into the, because because I expect that gold should be able to come down into this base. But yes, before it does, I expect that gold will also want to play around. The monthly candle will not just go into one direction. It will go to the top and come to, even if it wants to go to the top, it will do a kind of a buy, a sell before it finally sell. Okay, so I expect that at selling, this is the first week of the month. Okay, NFP will be coming on Friday. So I'm still expecting a little push to the upside. I don't know where it's going to push to before finally coming to this base. And if gold even clears this base, okay, gold is coming to this place, okay, good. But yes, I'm not expecting just a linear equation. I'm not expecting a linear movement either. I'm not expecting just a static, just moving zoom. No, I'm expecting, that zigzag kind of, that zigzag kind of thing. So I understand that, yes, so many things are pointing to the downside on gold. You can see the weekly candle, how massive it engulfed. Look at the numbers of candles he was able to engulf. So I expect that it's going to come into this engulf, into this the former engulfing candle, to just play around it before I see it push into the downside properly. Okay, that is just my speculation. I'm not saying you should trade it to the upside. Do have it in your mind that gold is what is selling, and gold is selling aggressively. But like I said, I'm not just expecting a linear movement. I expect a back and forth thing. So yes, maybe it's some good time for gold to just take some rest, and the rest can come in form of retracement, or it can come in form of consolidation. But I'm speculating that it might come in form of retracement, probably to this place, or maybe okay, let's draw out our Fibonacci. But maybe, this is just speculation. Gold is still what it is still selling. So okay, so probably this mini support area that was broken or whatsoever. But yes, gold is still selling, and have that in your mind. But I feel like yes, gold should still push up to the upside a bit before it finally even sell. Because yes, gold is still going to sell much more. It's going to sell much more into the downside. Yes, I've kept saying this, and some people are like, no, it's not going to sell. I've kept saying this since gold was here, and you can see where gold is presently. Okay, that's nothing less than a 1,000 pips. That's nothing less than that. Okay, so that's that for that. I think I have to come and give a shout out to, that brings us to the end of today. Come and give a shout out to everybody who actually was a part and parcel of today's meeting. Mr. Leo, Mr. Trevor, Mr. Apoyemi, Mr. Luke, Mr. Austin, Mr. King Noel FS. Thank you all for joining. It's always beautiful. Yes, it's always beautiful having you all around. And please, I want us to inform as many people as possible who are supposed to be here with us. Make sure they are all around. Oh, I think I just noticed something beautiful. I think Mr. Leo was the one that invited Mr. King Noel FX. Okay. Or Mr. Austin. I think it's one of the two of you. I think on his invitation, he was able to join in. Whatever it is, that's just beautiful. It's so beautiful having you here, Mr. King LFS. And thank you so much, everybody. Mr. Austin, thank you so much for the support. Mr. Luke, it's so beautiful to have you here all the time. Mr. Okoyemi, you don't miss any of our section. You are always coming around. Mr. Trevor, you are wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Liu, one of the consistent and constant member. It's so beautiful. I look forward to meeting every one of you again here on Thursday. Take care. Have a fine and have a blessed day. Bye.
Thank you.